Hey guys, this is my favourite level in Painkiller, Loony Park. Loony Park. This level is gorgeous. Hands down, the best level in the Painkiller series. Plus, the music in this level, the battle music that is just awesome. I fucking love this music, as it's just hardcore. Just listen to it. Anyways, as you can see here, I am using the Painkiller laser to exploit these clowns, because the clowns are pretty dumb. They, believe it or not, have a projectile attack, but they're not going to use it unless they're right next to you. So, yeah, the best way to deal with them, as I say, use the Painkiller laser, and be sure to jump between the planters, because more clowns will spawn at the benches, and yeah, they can get close to you and hit you if you're not careful. So, yeah, just basically jump between the planter and just keep shooting the Painkiller laser. And yeah, as you can see, there was another one over there, so I decided to jump back over there. Alternatively, what you can do is you can jump all the way to the other set of planters on the other side of the area, and then jump back across to this side again, and that will force the paving to come all the way back to this area so you can shoot the laser again. So yeah, it's not as straightforward as the previous level, let's put it that way, but it still works. You just have to be more careful, because yeah, they can spawn on this section, so you want to watch out for that. Anyways, be sure to grab as much gold as possible, because you're going to need it later on. And yeah, as you can see, barrels and chairs with some Stakegun ammo, so kill the barrels, or shoot the barrels with the warhead, and the benches as well, because they all drop gold. And yeah, so the reason why you need all that gold is because later on we will be using tarot cards, because I want to get the tarot cards, and to get the tarot cards you need to kind of use them. So yeah, anyways, when you're finished with that, you want to go behind this booth, and yes, the wall opens up, but hang on a minute, do you really want to cross over that gap? Yeah, exactly, it's a trap. Now, you can jump over that, but I don't want to do that. Instead, I want to climb up here and get the first secret of the level, which is this super health, which will be really handy over here. There's also another secret by jumping over the lamp, which allows you to get across here and get the ammo, and there's some Krusties. Yeah, Krusties are the main of these enemies, and they are very deadly. As you can see here, I got hit by one trying to get away to this side. You want to get to this side as fast as you can, and basically just avoid their fireballs, because yeah, they're not nice to deal with. They're pretty tricky, and yeah, it's best to deal with them using the shotgun freezer, or just the shotgun and bunny hopping around if you can, as yeah, you don't want them to shoot you with their fireballs, because they can be pretty deadly, especially when you get hit by a lot of them. But fortunately, the shotgun has enough stopping power to deal with them. As you can see, I kind of hooked up the freezer with that guy, but I shot the other guy, so it's fine. But yeah, you want to get to this side as soon as possible, because the other side is very cramped and very difficult to move around. And yeah, they'll start spawning here, and yeah, that's basically the end of that wave. So yeah, there's some shotgun ammo, and I go back to see if the ammo crates are still there. You want to get the ammo crates, because they will also give you ammo for your SMG, which will be handy later on in the level. But first things first, let's destroy the benches, as yeah, we want to get as much gold as possible. And let's not forget the ammo box over here. And we're going to head into the next section. Yeah, this level is amazing. Like, this is... whoever came up with the idea for this level, you deserve a medal. You really do. But yes, the next section we encounter a new enemy, which is called Corn. Apparently that's supposed to be referring to popcorn, but it's like popcorn men. But I just think that they're just giant golems that are kind of like mutated or something. But yeah, they don't look like popcorn. Like, popcorn's tasty, they don't look very tasty, but one thing you want to be aware of is that they can shoot poisonous gas at you, which is similar to the poisonous gas that comes from the rods of the enemies in Chapter 1, Level 4, cathedral, which are I think they are the devil monks if I recall, but yeah. Anyways, when you kill these enemies, their corpses will emit this poisonous gas, so you want to stay away from their corpses and collect their souls after the gas has disappeared. Otherwise, you'll find yourself taking more damage than the soul will give you health, so yeah, you don't want to do that. So yeah, let's destroy the bench and head on to the next area. Now, this is a pretty rough section because you're going to be attacked by clowns, corn, and flying Krusties. And yeah, there's a lot of enemies, and pretty much one of every enemy is here, so yeah, and they all swarm you, and yeah, this is where Painkiller truly begins in Battle Out of Hell. This is where the bunny hopping begins, and yeah, I like to use the Stakegun against the flying ones, simply because they're pretty tricky to hit with the shotgun, but it's good to have the shotgun out to deal with the corn, because yeah, the shotgun's fast and you're going to be overwhelmed, and yeah, I do use the shotgun a bit here, because I do get overwhelmed. It's up to you whether or not you use the Stakegun or the shotgun really, because both of them are pretty effective against them. And I use the carousel for cover because, yeah, they can't shoot fireballs at the carousel because, well, they can, but as I say, it covers me from their fireballs, which is really handy. But yeah, as you can see, they're closing in, so I'm going to keep shooting at them and pray that they die. It's difficult because they're far away, but the stopping power of the shotgun can prevent them from getting close to me, and that's the whole point in it. If you're ever going to get swarmed by enemies and they're coming up close, sometimes it might be a good idea to use the shotgun. But as you can see here, I used the Stakegun because they're further away, and I knew that I could get a good shot on them. You see what I mean? This is where the thinking comes into play with Painkiller. Like, even though Painkiller's not really a thinking game, there is a bit of thought that can be put into it if you want to get the most out of your play. So yeah. Swapping weapons on the fly is what Painkiller is all about, but they keep it to a minimum as they have multiple functions, which mixes things up, which is another reason why I love Painkiller. I also love that little shot that I did there. That was I'd like to say that that was all skill, but let's be honest, it was a really lucky shot. I'm not good with the Stakegun. I think we all know that I'm absolutely terrible with the Stakegun by now. If you watch my original Let's Play Painkiller, you'll know that already. But yes, you want to go through this booth, even though there's not a checkpoint, and that will allow you to access the acid bath. Now, the acid bath is a secret area. And yes, obviously you take damage with the acid, but you don't really have to worry about taking damage on the way there because you get a super health. What you do want to worry about is taking damage on the way back, because you will lose your health from the super health. So yeah, be sure to jump on the little jump pads there, and yeah. This bit can be kind of tricky because the jump pad is you're supposed to swing yourself out, and as you can see I'm jumping around, and yeah, it's difficult to get it working with this jump pad, but the other jump pad will eventually, when I get to the other jump pad, which might take a while, I'm trying with this jump pad first. But yeah, the other jump pad's better when it comes to getting you out, and I use it to get me out. Yeah, as you can see there. So yes, now that we have the acid bath secret, I want to tell you about another secret. And it is in one of those vents on the House of Pain. Now you basically use the Painkiller to, like, knock the corpse, well, not knock the corpse off, but you use it to propel yourself from the corpse into the vent. Now, I don't get the secret in this video because last time I got the secret, I got stuck inside the vent, and I didn't want you guys to be watching me trying to get out of the vent, and yeah, it's a pretty tricky secret, and as such, I don't bother getting it, but it is there, and just what you'd want to know about it. Anyways, here we get to the most fun section of Loony Park, and this is the reason why I love this level so much. I mean, this level isn't a very long level, but this next section is brilliant. Get ready for this. Yeah, you get a roller coaster ride. You couldn't have a theme park without a roller coaster ride, let's be honest. Anyways, as you can see, they're supposed to be like, I'm guessing, like, statues or something. Not really statues, but like, they're supposed to represent our store, I'm guessing, because of the teeth. But yeah, in this, because the tarot card condition requires us to kill only 88 enemies, you don't want to kill any enemy on this roller coaster. I know, it sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? But what you do want to do is shoot all of the fireballs that are coming towards you, or as many as you can without accidentally shooting any enemies. And as you can see here, I'm very careful with what I shoot and when I shoot, because I might accidentally kill enemies. Because enemies are pretty easy to kill here, as they're very weak, and you don't want to kill them because you'll screw over the tarot card condition. And yeah, you want to get this tarot card condition. Right, you want to get the tarot card because it's really good. But yeah, I don't shoot them here because actually I think I did. I forget, but yeah, I shoot them here, as you can see there. And yeah, I'm being very careful not to shoot the enemies while I'm shooting these fireballs, and that's why I usually shoot the fireballs that are further away from enemies, because I just think that's easier. But yeah, if you have the secret from the acid bath, you really shouldn't have to worry about this section too much, because you'll be able to survive even if you don't use any tarot cards. Not that you'll have much gold if you haven't played the original Painkiller beforehand, as yeah, you'll be out of gold, so you won't be able to buy many tarot cards, but you can use the endurance tarot cards, so yeah. And my original Painkiller is actually the physical version. I'm playing the black edition here, which has both Painkiller and Painkiller Battle Out of Hell. Now, if you have Battle Out of Hell installed, then you'll get the option to pick either or. It's just like the black edition. But I just have Painkiller on its own installed, and that's why I don't carry over tarot cards, so yeah. Now over there, you see that castle? That castle is actually going to be seen later on, but you will only see it if you are playing on Trauma. If you're not playing on Trauma, you'll never see that castle again after this level, but it will reappear after this level again if you're playing on Trauma. And yeah, I love how it just like crushes his teeth, or like knocks his teeth over. So yeah, I think it's supposed to be Alastor's face. I like to assume that this theme park was built by Alastor. Like, they all said, what's the first thing you're going to do when you become ruler of hell? And he's like, build my own amusement park, and so he did. But yeah, that's what I like to believe anyways, because let's be honest, the story of Painkiller is pretty crap, so yeah, I like to make my own story, and with levels as great as this, how can you not make your own story up? I mean, come on, it's freaking Loony Park. Now, there is actually a way to actually explore this area that you're seeing below the roller coaster, but to do it, you have to basically jump over a crevice to get there. Now, I might show that as a bonus later on down the line after the Let's Plays finish, but right now, I'm just going to show you how to do this level normally, and you can also skip past all the clowns at the start by using the shortcut, but I don't want to do that because it's a cheap method of doing it. But yeah, that's my favourite level over, sadly, so I'll see you guys next time when we do the next level of Battle Out of Hell.